President Trump is thinking about it from the term reciprocal. How you treat us is how we would like to treat you. And I would like to tell you that India has some of the highest tariffs in the world, and that will require a rethinking of the relationship, the special relationship between India and the United States. We have an extraordinary opportunity together, but if you include the whole world in it, and you're always worried about each and every country of the whole world and how that pieces together, it would be almost impossible. So we would like to focus on bilateral conversation just between India and the United States, bring down the tariff levels that India has that protects, some of its areas. But remember, your protections are for the world, and really look at the opportunity of trading with America in a special way, in a unique way, to trade with the most powerful economy in the world and the largest consuming economy in the world, which is also very, very important. The United States is interested in doing a macro, large-scale, broad-based trade agreement with India that takes everything into account, and that, I think, can be done. It will require a different kind of thinking, big thinking, things that your prime minister can do, because your prime minister has Prime Minister Modi has a great relationship with President Trump. That was obvious when we were all together. I was there at the meetings. I was there at the lunch that we had together. I've spent time with your ministers, but it's time to do something big, something grand, something that connects India and the United States together, but does it on a broad scale, not product by product, but rather the whole thing. Let's bring India's tariff policy towards America down, and America will invite India in to have really an extraordinary opportunity and relationship with us. So, yes, the Indian market for agriculture, it has to open up. It can't just stay closed. Now, how you do that and the scale by which you do that, maybe you do quotas, maybe you do limits. You can be smarter when you have your most important trading partner on the other side of the table. You can't just say, as you said, oh, it's off the table. That's just not an attractive way of doing business. The right way to do trade, the right way to do business is to put everything on the table, but do it smartly and do it thoughtfully. Maybe certain products have quotas. Maybe certain products have limits. Maybe certain products you do in certain ways. And then we do the same thing on the other side, and we craft an agreement that is sensible between the two of us. I want manufacturing to come back home. I want manufacturing to come back home, and if that means I need to put a 25% tariff on the outside world, I'll do that. And if that equalizes production home, that will equalize production home. Autos, semiconductors, lumber, steel, aluminum, and copper. These are all products, pharmaceuticals. These are all products that the president has called out that he wants to make sure for national security purposes and for purposes of our country, we need that manufacturing to come home. And if you put up a tariff wall, a barrier, an economic reason for people to come home, they will. So, the theory of every country in the world is free is just not true. The key is we want certain manufacturing to come home. It's going to come home because we have the greatest economy in the world. We have a giant magnet called the American consumer who buys the most stuff, buys the most things of any country in the world. We buy more than double what the 1.4 billion people of China buy. So you need to do business in America. It's vital for the world to do business in America. And some of that business needs to be built in America. So there are plenty of levers that governments can pull when doing business with each other. We talked about military. India has historically bought significant amounts of its military from Russia. And we think that is something that needs to end. India is the eye in BRICS, trying to, would announce they were trying to create a currency to replace the dollar as the global economic currency of the world. These kind of things don't create the love and affection that we really deeply feel towards India. We would like those things to end, and we would like trade to be more fair, and we would like to create an incredible and strong and powerful relationship with India going forward.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.